guys, this is Hannah and this is Bookworms Talk. And today we're going to talk about Up in the Air by R.K. Lilley. And this is one of my all-time favorite books now. I read it through in one day and it was incredible. This book's about this flight attendant named Bianca, and she meets this guy on the plane. She works first class and his name is James Cavendish. You get used to the name after a little, I promise. And he has this lure, and not just the attractive lure because, you know, you work first class. I mean, you see models, you see actors, you see musicians, anything. And he has this dominant pull. Yes, it hints at something. He is very much into the dominant thing and the submissive thing. She describes him as elegant in the beginning, and I see that as true. And then he would say like this whole flowing sentence and it was wonderful, and then he would just insert something that was so crude and I would be like, what did I just, what, is that there? Did I read that? She has a stigma against people with money, and he's a billionaire and he runs these hotel chains and stuff, so he's got the money. But that's not really what interests her. It's the dominant pull that he has, and he's very blunt with that the first time that they, you know, intimately meet. You get to see all of that unfold. And oh yeah, and she has her best friend Stefan, who I am in love with. Stefan is precious and so protective and such a big brother, and she grew up without her parents and she was on the streets with Stefan and they made it work. But she's a tough cookie, okay? But she's, for the most part, innocent. But she has a violent past. It's more his behaviorisms that they're worried is so close to her past that it could become a problem. He's like, I have a proposition for you. What kind of proposition are we talking about here? I'm gonna, you know, take you out. And she's like, I don't date. It's a little more than I'm going to take you out. It is, I want you to be my submissive. Not, I want you to be my girlfriend. No, I want you to be my submissive. Okay, cool? Cool. He's forward in a I'm not arrogant about it way. It's the weirdest air that the man has. So I don't want to get too deep into it because there's a couple surprises in here, and I want to start talking spoilers. It was a really, like, insanely good book, and the whole trilogy is going to be done this month. So if you're looking for a whole series that's already out so you don't have to wait for the next one, check it out. I promise, it is so good. How to get a guy's attention, spill some champagne on him. Oh yeah. When he flat out says, I will put you over my knee. I want to, what? That was like in this whole piece of conversation, and then he just inserts that, and I'm just like, I didn't expect that. Well, there it is, another one of these with the BDSM. Great, great. I was a little disheartened at that because I was like, oh, it's just a rich guy that's gonna prove her wrong about all of her preconceived notions about rich people. No, it's into BDSM again, guys. Sigh of disappointment, and that disappointment quickly went away. Then he'll say these amazingly sweet things and then add this really crude comment into it, but we still swoon, and I'm just like, you are slowly turning into Gideon Cross. I like that she was a little stubborn. She's just like, no. I said no, I mean no, even though, you know, action's kind of conflicting with that a lot, but she said it and she stuck with it. I knew early on what Stefan was doing. I didn't give him your number. He definitely told you where to be found then. I was right. And then when they were at the karaoke bar and she started singing S&M, oh, and then she started rapping. Oh my god, that whole part actually had the words and it just made it the best thing ever. When James took care of her after the bar and she was just drunk as hell, and he actually verbally said that he would take care of her, that he wanted to, and that if she got sick he would hold her hair, and he wiped the makeup off her face. I realized that I have a thing for guys taking care of you. With those agents and then the phone talking thing, like, yes sir, she's something's whatever, I was like, he has you watched. Ha! I was so surprised it took her so long to put the pieces together, but I was pleasantly surprised that she didn't freak out about it as much as I thought she would. If he keeps calling her perfect, I think I'm gonna die. And then he goes and calls her love now. Oh, it's the cutest thing ever. Like, first perfect. Like, perfect. How perfect is that? And then he calls her love. Like, comma love, all the time. Oh. Yeah. For Stefan though, like, his whole story, I couldn't even. And then he's so damn protective of her in the non-Cavendish kind of way. Okay, so in other books, there's always, you know, the rich boyfriend buys the poor girlfriend, like, groceries or gifts and stuff like that. And in this, I didn't feel like it was such a big deal. I would quite often side with the female character saying, yeah, he's trying to buy you. I didn't get that feeling with this. When he bought her art supplies and her groceries, yeah, maybe she really was in need of that kind of thing and not so much in the other books, but I don't know what it is. It didn't bother me like that. I felt like it was okay. I loved the times when her accent slipped because it would bring the past back into without pounding it over our head. Here's the past, remember, remember. And then the sontos, I don't know. Good luck for me. We had a foreign exchange student from Sweden who was the sweetest girl ever. And so I had that little accent down pat in my head. I felt special. This just got me. Okay, so with her name, Buttercup, in the very beginning, I was like, why is that ringing a bell to me? Buttercup, the first thing I think of is The Princess Bride, one of my all-time favorite movies ever. Oh my god, that movie memorized. I killed my father, prepared to die. Inconceivable! Then Stefan was like, yes, that's why we got her nickname. It was Buttercup. And I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? That is the coolest thing ever. Oh, that was so exciting. Oh my god. Oh my god. It just hit me when I was in the middle of writing, oh, her father killed her mother, how awful. And then it hit me. He's still out there. That whole anime scene. And then he's just like, you can call me Grandpa if that's what you like. I'm like, oh, it's so, no. I was in tears from laughing so hard. Just when I thought his, kinky fuckery items would be like in a drawer or a closet or something like that. Like even a room. I was okay. I'm like, okay, we're gonna have another red room here, guys. No. No. He has an entire floor. A whole floor. How? Oh. So, the slave collar thing, I was just, no. No. I was afraid of this because I can't do that. I can't see him the same way after this. No. All I could think is putting a leash on it and basically dragging her around. That's all I could think, and that is the most demeaning thing. It's one thing to say, okay, yeah, I want this because it's just something that she wants. I understand that and accept that totally. But a leash, a collar. But it gets better, guys, because you know what? Not only was it a demeaning collar to show ownership, it had a lock. Lock. Oh, I'm not okay with that. At times infinity, I'm not okay with that. I mean, as if I didn't love Stefan enough already, which I do. Towards the end, Bianca tells James about Stefan protecting her when she was younger, like protecting her from the homeless men, and I love Stefan so much more. Like, just gross and gross and gross. I don't think I could. Stefan. Oh. The story that we have of James's cousin touching him and drugging him when he was 14. He was a child. I cannot even begin to get into how sick that is. Who is this Jules? Who are you? Go away, go. And she had the collar too. Her father. Oh my god. And the whole time I'm thinking you have a 30-second alarm. 30-second alarm. 30 seconds. Didn't go off. What was that? Why would you open the door? I thought, oh, it'll be James or something. No, it was her father. And then at the end, and he was still there at her bedside, and she would just push him away. Don't push him away. And it wasn't what you thought. And you just stop thinking like that because she's such a skeptic and a cynic, and she wants people to disappoint her because she wants to expect that because she doesn't want to have her hopes let down. And just stop being like that, okay? Stop right now. I'm telling you. I really like her as a main character. Normally with the dom and sub thing, I'm just like, the women are just so weak-minded and whatever. But she's not. It was a great story though. Oh my gosh, I am so hooked. And I'm already like halfway through the second book. It was an incredible book. And it honestly is upsetting that more people don't know about it. It is so good. So I'll see you guys later next time on Bookworms Talk. Bye! And I talk peach. This amazing peach. I have a proposition.